We're live.
What's up, Cornerstoners? My name is Johnny Warbucks, and welcome back to another installment of The Rapper's Corner. As always, I'm here with my crew. Over here we have Sir Puff-A-Lot, and then over there is the homie Kalishnikov right over there. And today, we've got a new cat producer who rap Mr. Boom Bap east to west with tunes that move past what you would assume. Back to you, Black. From asylums of the conscious mind comes and goes. Goods gone, stores silently closed. Facing the man in the mirror from the cradle to the grave, downfall on our death ears till we're finally home. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
Hey, man, thank you, bro. That was one hell of an introduction, man.
Yeah.
No, I go by MC Endure, and we have a hip-hop group called Conscious Asylum, and
yes, sir.
Also part of another group, producers called the Producers Corner.
Okay. Now it's all lining up. It's making sense. I got it. Hey, real quick, man, if you're reaching for a cigar, are you reaching for something more mild or bold?
Oh, cigars? Hell yeah, I smoke cigars all the time.
I know, man. Do you prefer the more mild style, or do you like them bigger, bolder? What are you into?
Just depends. Depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay, so you're an environment and whatever you're pairing it up against and all that stuff.
Yeah,
aficionado, if you will.
Morning coffee, I'll have a Java with it, or
yeah, dog. Do those like flavored cigars and all that, man. I'm with that, man.
That's the only one I like.
Cubans, you do Cubans, dog. I like the spicy ones. I always kind of think that smoke is similar to like a reflection of who you are personality wise, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm a big teddy bear, let's be honest, man. And so like all of my rah is coming from everything else. Big spicy food, big smoky cigars, you know what I'm saying? The stronger the better, dude.
Oh,
that's always been that's my thing, man.
Yeah.
But I'm with it. I love it. It's time and place for everything. I love it. So you're pretty much like an ace handyman at this point too, right? Like besides those like at-home DIY renovations, like are you doing any of those things as like trade work for profit or?
No, just I bought this house a couple years ago. It's an old house, so it's built in like 1975 or something. So I'm just like fixing it up the way I want it. putting a little golf putting thing in the backyard.
Nice.
Oh,
nice, Nice.
Yeah, man. Because look, I mean, it's just funny. I need to holler at somebody, man. I am like the least handyman on the planet myself, right? So how'd you end up getting into it? You're just like Googling stuff, watching YouTube videos. I'm gonna handle this, or like.
Some of it's YouTube, but when I was younger, I worked for my uncle's landscaping company.
Word. Okay, you have the background.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I know about some of it. Still, it's been a while too. So.
Sure, I get it, man. No, that's crazy.
That landscaping ain't no joke, man. Like,
yeah. My man plays around with like tires and stuff, rims over here.
Oh, okay.
But I used to work for a landscaping company back in the day too, and like it ain't no joke. Like,
oh hell no,
it's no joke.
My uncle would just dump off a bunch of rocks and all this.
Oh my god!
I'll see you in 12 hours. Like,
oh my god!
Yeah, man.
That goes hard to the paint, dude. Yo, listen, my father-in-law, he lived out over in Phoenix, Arizona, where you at, right? And most of his life, and it feels like there's like 6 things that are staples for living out there, right? Like your house has to have a pool. You know what I mean? Your house got to have a big agave plant outside. You gotta own a motorcycle. Yeah. All right. You got to grill barbecue. You got to have ink on your skin. You got to have a gun at your hip, man. So if I'm going for my bingo card today, I'm gonna say that you got all 6 of those, or what?
Yep. I got all those.
Yo, I love it. That's so funny, man.
That's good, man.
So let's let me get into the hip hop elements here, man. Let's start talking about about MC Endure here. So you caught this bug, start creating hip hop music, but somewhere around 1994, right? And then like this is when like Nas, Coolio, Ice Cube, Warren G, Snoop, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tupac, B.I.G., Scarface, Outkast, and the like are like they're dominating the charts and they're influencing our hearts and minds. So do you believe it's like this heavy hitting prime myriad of East, West, and South MCing and production that kind of pioneered your sound, or?
Oh, for sure. Definitely one of the biggest influences for me was Wu-Tang for sure. Uh, I even got the Wu-Tang emblem.
Okay.
Me and all my childhood friends, a lot of us have the Wu-Tang on us somewhere. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
part of our childhood and teenage years. And then Cypress Hill for sure. I
Okay. Okay.
grew up in the
My,
Los Angeles area.
my two
That's awesome.
favorite influences. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in the Los Angeles area, and Cypress Hill was just a huge part of it. And I think the other one for me was Onyx. I really liked Onyx.
Shout out to Onyx, man. We love Onyx over here, man.
Yeah.
I used to bump that cassette tape.
Yeah, hell yeah. Back
So
it the fuck
shit,
up.
you know?
Yeah.
Throw your
Slam.
guns in the air. Yeah. Slam. Let's go, man. I love it. Yeah, it's just that era was perfect, man. When I'm thinking about it, like you coming out like right in the middle of a melting pot of sound, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, but how old were you around when you were listening to that? Like, what was your age when you got like influenced? You know.
So, yeah, so I think it was before '94 was when I first started doing music. I think that was the first time I started writing. Actually, it just started out writing poetry with a couple of childhood friends of mine. We'd write, and then it just turned into turntables, 2 turntables and a microphone, like for real. And then
for real.
Yeah. And remember getting my first beat machine around that time too. And that's what set it off.
Okay, because
probably late 80s started.
Late 80s. My man, that's dope. That's dope.
Because I was just saying, like, you know how like in the hip hop, there's the regions. You know, you got like the North, you got the South, you got the West, you got Texas, all that stuff, right? And they all have like their own like sound to it. Specifically, like West Coast got that doo doo, you know, that synthesizer. New York's got that, you know, depending on the time frame also, because the 80s is different than the 90s, is different than the
2000s. 100%.
But like, you know, when I first started hearing your music, I honestly thought because I didn't know much about you. I just heard your music first, and then I learned about you, right? So I thought New York, you know what I mean? That's like that kind of sound that you have. Like I don't know, I don't know many rappers from Arizona that are like out there, so I don't know the Arizona sound. I would think it's a lot has to do like with the West Coast, but I think it's its own thing as well too, right? Like, but for me, like when listening to your stuff, I was like, yeah, this is like so like East Coast New York, like RZA, you know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
And the first thing that comes to mind when I play your music for other people is like, oh, this guy loves Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I even like I started jotting down names of heads that I felt like connections to when listening to the music. Maybe not like substance wise, but stylistically, right? Like I got like I wrote down War Cloud, I wrote down You God, I wrote down Apathy, I wrote down Psycho Realm, South Park Mexican. Like I feel like I hear Killer Priest. I hear like this entire like rugged underground, like hardcore East Coast, and then that like LA hip hop, right? Like I hear all of that in what you're doing, man.
Yeah, definitely the LA stuff too.
So
I particularly like the thing I get from you is like that grinding, and that's what I'm like. Yeah, I associate it with that '90s New York because like it's so like rugged, man. Like I could put on Tim's and just be like, all right, let me. Bump this, right?
But then like Downfall, it's all conscious, man. Like every song has a message behind it.
Yeah.
Like you're writing with purpose, bro.
Yeah, that was our last album we did. Yeah, and it's
came out in 22, right?
Yeah, it's not just me who does the music either. It's my brother from another mother, man, Bams, dude. He's just he's the main producer. Hey. He is a savage on making beats, man. He's just he kills it.
Oh, that wasn't you making the beats?
No, that's my homeboy Bams. He's the main producer. I make beats too, but he's
vicious beats, yeah.
So
I noticed on the album there was also a dedicated to there.
Yeah, that's my homeboy King Drew. So right when we dropped that album, you know, he lost his life. So
man.
So
Damn, man.
Yeah.
really good friend of mine.
No,
Yeah.
R.I.P. man. That's tough, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, we all so a lot of people that I make music with are all my like really close friends, or we have a long history together. And like you guys were saying, like a lot of it was influenced by like the hard, grimy, rugged boom bap sound. I just liked it. I mean, I was born in Los Angeles, and Arizona is kind of like, I've spent probably most of my life in Los Angeles and spent, you know, a good chunk of my life in Arizona. But yeah, all the influences were hardcore boom bap, but I was around a lot of the straight West Coast stuff too. It just I gravitated more to the rugged sound.
I feel you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I love me some Ice Cube and West Coast music as well. You know, equally with the East Coast. But yeah, that feel I get, it's like it's smoking a blunt, it's snowing outside. You know, you got.
I mean, in Downfall, there's a lot of G-Funk influence in that, man.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But
a lot of West Coast love, a lot of West Coast shouting out too, right?
Yeah,
like,
if you listen to our albums, like there's one or two that's straight West Coast.
So. Yeah, like raw, like 100%, man. I can't remember the name of the record right off the top, but like you had one where it was just like West Coast, like it was just all about West, like
yeah,
it was
that's my homeboy, Mr. Slick. Yeah, he's
Mr. Slick.
Yeah.
So dope. Shout out.
We were talking a little bit beforehand. I don't know if you want to jump into it now, maybe later down the show. But what is this producer's corner thing that you?
Yeah, man. I was gonna say like we were the Rapper's Corner, but
I know.
You've gone full circle in all the corners at this point, and like you participated in the producer's corner, you know. And I wanted you to kind of chop it up about that, like what Red was saying, but also kind of a little bit about those sample challenges.
Oh yeah.
And what that experience is like, man, because like from what I understood, it was something that you kind of like hopped on, but you're telling me this is your thing, like this is like your other thing.
Yeah, it's a big group of producers from around the world, and yeah, my buddy Bams and I we've been on it. He's one of the judges or host. He's always on there, and I participate in it as well. So it's really cool if you guys get a chance to check it out. So basically what they do is they put out samples and we all get to use the same sample.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that, and then every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, they kick off the show. And then we listen to all the beats from all the producers from around the world. And then at the end of it, everybody makes their picks. And
what are some of the rules? Like, do you have to only use that sample, or can you blend?
You can use your own drums. You could use your own drums, bass lines. It's usually like five to seven samples, and everyone gets to pick whichever one they want to use.
So they give you.
Okay, so it's not just the one, because I think that would be hot too. Like if it's like you have to use this one sample.
No.
But you're pulling from a bag, and like whoever has the hottest beat.
Yep. And
man, my team, your Rapper's Corner need to get on that, dog. I think I would love to see Red and Puff get into that.
And then
it'd be fun.
That would be a fun thing, man. Like and like do some sort of like collab with it and be like, we up here, man. I mean, maybe like you guys just produce a beat for it, but like you don't necessarily participate in the competition aspect unless you want to.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, where is it on your Instagram? Is it like how does one get involved?
How does the listeners know where to find it? We'll put everything also in the description.
Of course.
Yeah. So if you're a beat maker or whatever, just all you got to do is it's a YouTube. It's on YouTube. The Producer's Corner, all spelled one word. I think it's Producer's Corner. I hope I'm right.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So
that's a really cool concept, man. I got to give you props on that. Like I've never heard nobody else do that kind of stuff.
These guys have been doing it for a long time, and we just kind of tagged along. Bam's got on it first, and then I jumped on it a little bit later. But these guys have been doing it. When we were in Norfolk, Virginia, out your guys' way. That was their 7-year anniversary, so they've been doing it a long time.
I remember that. That was not too long ago, right? That was recently. That was
yeah. We went there, and then we went to see Pete Rock in Common, and then I got to meet Pete Rock, which was dope.
Super dope, man.
Yeah. Nice.
One of the best producers. I mean,
easy. Yeah. We've in our sister project, Remember the Record. We often will have a record and we'll talk about the remixes. And I mean, I feel like it was like the first 5 episodes. There was a Pete Rock remix that we had to chop up. You know what I mean? Like, dude is like,
it was
phenomenal.
It was the Far Side, I think.
Far Side, but it was also, I think, Lost Boys, LL Cool J, I think Naughty by Nature. Like, they all got, everybody's got House of Pain.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about a lot of Pete Rock remixes, man, on that show. Like,
Pete Rock's all over the place.
He's everywhere, dude.
That's a slogan right there. Pete Rock remixes, like
right. No,
it's the name of an album. I think the slogan should be like Pete Rock is everywhere. I like that slogan.
Hey, man, that concert was off the chain, though.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I thought that was a really dope album. It was a chill album, and if you were down, you said you were in Norfolk for it.
Yeah.
So was that like lawn? Were you like in lawn seat kind of joint, like laying out, lounging?
I forgot the name of the venue, but it's like it's not a big one, so it was real like you were like
invited, right? Yeah. I got invited to Big City Stacks on another.
Yeah, shout out East Meets West. East Meets West.
Yeah, she invited me to go out there. So yeah, I couldn't make it though, unfortunately.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, right around the time.
I guess we would have ran into each other then.
Right.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Small world, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Endure, what came first, man? The beat making or the rapping?
The rapping for sure. Yeah. So yeah, it started with poetry in like middle school. Right.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy was really good. I mean, his poetry went. The school chose it and all that stuff, and but yeah, we would just get into poetry writing. But then another childhood friend of mine, he got 2 turntables and a microphone, and we would just get them one mic, and we'd have a whole room full of fools and just
get in the cipher.
We didn't even know what we were gonna rap about. We were just like 3/4 of it was cuss words, like fill-in words were the cuss words, and just over time it just got just never stopped doing it. I don't think I've stopped. I think when I was in my 40s, I was like, man, I'm gonna take a break or stop doing music. I'm getting too old. But then I was like, man, what else am I gonna do, man? It's like my therapy,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the thing. It's like, we're all like in our 40s, and I look at hip hop and I'm like, okay, like a lot of the people that we grew up on, like all the heads, like they're getting to their 50s and 60s, and and it's like we were just talking about how Scarface, he had like a heart surgery. He was about to like this close to dying, and he made it out and everything. But now he's getting like retirement, so hip hop is like paying his retirement, which is awesome. You know what I mean? But like it does put you in a situation because like as producers or as rappers, like when do we stop? Like I don't see myself stopping. But then I'm like, who would want to see like an 80-year-old on stage rap? But then I'm like, Ice-T's like 70 something, almost.
Oh yeah.
So
and he's doing metal. You know what I mean?
I know, man. Come on, dude. Well, think about the way I try to look at it.
A lot of rock guys are like
exactly. So that's what I was gonna get to, is that like a lot of hip hop heads. I mean, there's some sort of real hard line drawn between those genres, but like hip hop stars are rock stars, and if they can move and they can rock with it, like they should be on stage doing their thing until they can't do it no more. Look at like Red and I, we saw Slick Rick as a part of a larger concert, right? That man spent the entire show sitting on a stool because he couldn't really like get out there and do the thing, but he rocked the house from that stool.
We
saw Kool Herc at the Kennedy Center. That man is on his way. Like he's he's ripe now, right? Like
But,
in like
but what about those guys? Also, like same show, wasn't it? There's like you guys told me there was someone who was like one of the old school cats, like still doing like breakdancing on the stage. And
that was Kane. Big Daddy Kane, bro, is
Oh.
like he's like they're asking like they say I can't do it like I used to anymore, man. And like right there, he like in that moment just
Yeah,
drop.
I think
It was hot.
I think there's a difference too, like in the way of thinking. I don't think it should be this way, but I think it is this way. It's like if you look at rock, right? You would like think like a lot of these people know names like The Doors or Pink Floyd, or even if you're like young and you're starting into rock, you know those names because you just know them, right? But then like with hip hop, it's like a thing where it's always been for the youth. It's never been for the old. Like Rolling Stones, they're like, 90 years old, but they're still, but that's what I'm saying. Their name and that acceptance is there in rock, I think, more than hip hop. Hip hop is always like the youth of hip hop today won't know who Rakim is, or won't know who Big Daddy Kane is, or won't even know who going back Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5. Like they won't. It's not in the radar. But like
maybe it's like because like rock is not in the competitive space. It's in the competition of sales and recognition.
Yeah.
But you don't really hear the Doors coming at the Eagles, right? Like that doesn't happen, right? But in hip hop that does. And so at one point, you the old timer and you need to hang up your jersey because you came in, you went swinging, you batted out, and you're done. But like rock, it's considered timeless. And for me, I think that's offensive because hip hop is timeless. Is it more about time and space more than rock and roll? I mean, yeah, rock and roll has more of that like era of sound, but hip hop artists are like referencing stuff that's happening right there. Like we were just talking about a Big Daddy Kane record on Remember the Record, and he's talking about like Roy Rogers, right? Or The Message when Duke was talking about the Sugar Ray fight, right? Like those are things that maybe, they won't translate the way like a song like Dream On by Aerosmith is going to go. Like I hear you in a sense, but
yeah, I think
I don't know.
that still happens though. Like it's the same for hip hop, I think as well. Like went to like Long Beach to a 90s, like had Salt and Peppa. I think Slick Rick was there. Biz Markie was there. I went but I think we do that in our same way. Like the young people.
That's what I'm saying.
The young people don't go to that. It's all people.
Yeah, because
we went to the Rakim Big Daddy Kane KRS-One, so we went, and it was full of people.
I kept saying
of our age group.
I kept saying, man, we're old because look around.
This is our people, man. This is who we are, man. Yeah, because there were heads
like 6 p.m. and shit.
There was the heads that went to that KRS joint like with like walkers straight up, dog. Like legit walkers.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, they had like their Adidas whole straight up.
Yeah, they looked like they were ready to do it, but they had the walker with them. Yo. Yeah, that's funny, man. That's funny, man.
I mean, it's cool, man. Like I think in listening to your music as well, like I hear, which is something that I really do appreciate. You do keep that '90s feel alive.
It's '90s juice, but it's today's conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Hip hop's got everything in there. Like, see, I came, Kalishnikov will tell you, I come from like a rock and roll, like 9 Inch Nails, all the way to like electronic, like Aphex Twin style, to like Cypress Hill hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an Aphex Twin guy.
All the way to like Wu-Tang style stuff and Premier type stuff and Just Blaze type stuff. I'm like kind of like all those kind of things as a producer myself, right? And coming from that, being hip hop is my favorite out of all those genres. Otherwise, I would like so dedicate to one or other. Maybe I do small projects here and there, but always like hip hop nonstop because it has all of those elements in there. No one can say that hip hop is like not like rock and not like this and not like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I got influenced by a lot of my family is a musical family. So my dad was a heavy metal drummer.
That's what's up.
And like my great uncle, he was a huge influence on me. He taught Spanish music or Latin music or cumbias, all that stuff in East LA. he would teach my sister the saxophone. He would just come to the house and give us music lessons. And
That's dope.
That's dope, man.
And you know, when we had our like family reunions and stuff, we'd do them in like Whittier Narrows Park in Los Angeles area, and the family's playing the music. You know, we didn't really have a radio. Got one person playing the keyboard, and like, so we come from like pretty cool musical family.
Very cool.
I got a neighbor right now. Whenever they throw parties, man, they have open mic like music going on, but they're playing instruments too. Like they're like having a small band show. Like
so I don't want to touch any personal spaces. But are you Hispanic?
I'm mixed, bro. Yeah, I'm mixed. I grew up with my grandmother's side of the family, and she's Mexican.
Okay. See, I know what you're talking about because that's how I grew up with the music and the band.
Yeah.
And like all night, like all that stuff. Like I do like it. Like for me, that's like I agree with Sir Puff because I started producing after I started rapping, right? But my side has always been that Latin influence, that kind of stuff. So like I actually went over to California. I went to Pico Union. That's where my aunt lived. Yeah.
That's a psycho realm, man.
Yeah. So I that's why I fucks with it, man. I fucks with it.
Let me so that's at least a question I had to ask you, man. I wanted to know when did you start flowing versus producing? Which one came first, actually, for you? Making beats or rapping?
Rapping came first. He was writing poetry.
Yeah. I know, but like recording song.
Oh, as far as like actual recordings.
Yeah, so it happened. All of it happened really quick. When my buddy got those 2 turntables, microphone, we started buying cassette players and we started recording right away. And then after, so we would just get break beats or loops and start rapping over those. But then when we got the beat machine, it was like a DR 550 or something like that. And then we started trying to sample, but back in those days you couldn't really do a lot of sampling.
It's tough with the tapes. You get to rewind and go
that well, so so we'd have like stacks of cassette tapes,
That was our shit, like the whole like just blank tapes, man. Like you know what I mean?
So let me ask you something. Like, I understand as an artist, like a lot of artists view their music as therapy, and that's usually 90% of the reason why they do it. And then if like shit happens and people start becoming famous and money starts coming your way, that's cool. But at the same time, like one wouldn't care because they still have the availability to make their music. So it's like I gather, and correct me if I'm wrong, like you go more towards the love of the music as opposed to trying to make money off of it. But do you play shows? Do you do that kind of stuff or no?
Yeah, we've done shows. The last one we did was pre-COVID though, so it's been a
hot minute.
It's been a long while we've done a show. So, but yeah, I'm more of the 90% for the love.
Are you solo right now, or are you working with a crew still?
Yeah. So it's mostly Bams and I, and then I work with the childhood friends of mine. Now I still it's just like it's not really like super planned out. It's just like as it happens, it happens. But we're working on it.
It's kind of that's been our stage, man. That's how we've been doing it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Setting deadlines and not into that. Because I think when you start doing that, you start you take the fun out of it.
The fun out of it, and trust you me, we understand that 100%.
So sometimes we knocking stuff out left and right, and sometimes it's months just because life,
Yeah, man, I get it.
Stress.
And right now we're like in the season of that, like all the holiday stuff, all of my family stuff, like it's like it's almost like this is what I have the capacity to do. are the podcast shows right now, right? And I just like when I get the bug to start recording, I'm like, it happens like right then and there that day. I'm like, look, I wrote something, I'm recording something, we're doing it right now. It's happening right now. And that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks like you're taking it serious. You got a really nice studio setup. Can you tell us
Dude,
a
your
little
setup is dope, man. And
Very
your
dope.
vinyl collection's disgusting.
Yeah, man. Like, tell us a little about all
Yeah.
your
So we got a ton of records. Got 2 Technique 1200s right there.
nice.
I use the machine. That's my go-to. But back in the day, like I said, I started with the Boss DR550. I've done Reasons. I've done FL Studio. I've done what's the one? The MPC. But those ones I always struggled with a lot. But the machine, the workflow on that thing is incredible. So I have the machine. I use the DAW I use for recording is Studio One.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I like that one. And so the only thing my next goal is to just get a better computer. I still got the old school 2010 Mac Pro Tower.
That hurts. That hurts.
It's a workhorse, man. I mean, it's old,
and
I'd like to get the better plugins and all that stuff. But that's my next goal.
So
Nice.
so let me ask you something, because you keep bringing up the turntables. Like, I use a turntable to just sample shit. I tried getting into scratching. I tried getting into that kind of stuff. And for me, it was almost impossible. Like, do you scratch or do you?
Not really good. That
we're all the same here. It's like the sample.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the studio setup. It looks like you like the kits, man. You like the buttons and everything,
Yeah, but my brother from another mother, Bams, dude, he is a beast on the turntable.
Yeah, the reason I bring it up is because I heard in some of the beats that are
that's him. Yeah,
that's all him.
Yeah,
that's vicious, man. Like, shout out to
he's nice with it though. Bams is nice with it, man.
He's been doing it. Him and I have been doing music together a long time.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah.
So Conscious Asylum, right? I wanted you to kind of talk about how that came about, as well as the Goods Gone, as well as goodsgone.com. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about Conscious Asylum and its web.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think the name just came about because the people I grew up around, or the people I do music with, and it's not just a set 2 people. It's whoever is part of the movement or whatever. But a lot of it's people we've grown up around our whole lives, and so we got we're all conscious, and then we got the asylum side to us too, like the crazy. So I thought it was like the yin yang kind of.
It's wild. Asylum is what we call the DMV over here, man.
Yeah.
I love the connection.
John, real quick, just for those that don't know what DMV is, because I saw this on a post. And
that's funny. Yeah.
The DMV.
Not the car place. DC, Maryland, Virginia, right? But Southern Maryland, Northern Virginia, everything that's like encompassing around DC, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the asylum. That's the asylum.
That's what they call the asylum. Okay. Yeah. So that's how we came up with that name.
I love it.
And then plus it had other meanings. I was thinking like the CA, because California, but also C is California.
That's cool.
A is Arizona, because we Bams used to live here in Arizona too. So we've had like a similar life path, which is crazy.
Interesting.
Nice.
I mean, I New Mexico and Arizona to me are like some of the most beautiful states out there.
Yo, I've been traveling through like Mexico. Like, I haven't been to Mexico, but New Mexico, I was traveling through like during like an electrical storm, and it was like discotheque out there. I had never seen anything like it. Like lightning bolts that would split 12 different ways to the ground. I thought we were gonna die. It was like in a horror movie. It was so cool. It was amazing.
And I actually looked into you know, maybe see how much a place costs over there and stuff like that. Because you know,
Red, you fit in out there, man. That'd be your spot, man. You'd be good out there.
But like the thing is, it's because you know, I went to California, and
it's hot though.
In California, we went to Vegas, right?
Okay.
So, in Vegas, I kind of got the feeling of that desert feel and how beautiful it is. For me, it was beautiful, the colors. And then I started looking at pictures of Arizona and New Mexico. I was like, God damn, man! Like,
yeah.
I love places like that. So like,
I mean, for us over here, where it's all like trees and stuff, man. Like it's stuff you see out of movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's like we're like wood elves over here living.
No, I love that part of the country, man. Like it's gorgeous, man. And it's a dry heat where we have that subterranean humidity, right? And so like
that's why I don't like Virginia.
I know. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get hurricanes. We don't get like crazy floods like that. Depending on where you are, maybe you do. But we don't. But if it's like 70 and there's no wind, like you feel it all over your body. Like it's not like that in Arizona, man. Like it's like that dry heat. It's hot.
Yeah,
it's just the
cool
sun.
Arizona is. I live in Phoenix. It's a huge city.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's got like LA vibes to it.
100%.
You could go 3 hours and be to the beach. You could
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I've never been there. That's cool.
You could go 2.5 hours north and be in the mountains in the snow.
Yep. Bing, you got Grand Canyon right not too far away from over there.
Like 2.5 hours. Yep.
Yeah, man.
How's the music scene out there?
It's pretty cool. I got another buddy of mine. He moved from San Diego to here, so I just been following him and supporting him, and but the scene's pretty dope out here. A lot of people come out here to do shows and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So do you have a pretty big hip hop scene in Phoenix specifically? Like,
they do a lot of car shows like lowriders and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's popping out here for sure.
Yeah.
That's fun. You got.
I think Phoenix is like the 5th largest city in the country. It's
massive. I only saw a piece of it, but like it's gigantic.
Yeah. So there's a lot of hip hop going on out here. I've been to a couple dope record shops too. A lot of the cats come from California, but they've been out here for a long time.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
It's like retirement, man. It's just because you guarantee that pool. You got that grill. You know, you chilling.
I gotta ask the Sir Puff-A-Lot question. I gotta ask everybody. How's the weed out there?
Oh shoot, man! You know what? I don't smoke, man.
So. Yeah.
Man.
You clearly didn't listen to track 2. This guy. You could like, what the hell?
It's legal. It's legal out here. It's legal out here, and they got a bunch of shops and stuff out here.
Yeah, I just always gotta ask because
it's medicinal here, but we don't have shops. We just have like a pharmacy.
And no recreation. It's not like California or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like playing with fire. Am I right, Endura? Come on now. Yo, hey, listen. I had brought it up. I don't think we tapped into it. Could you talk to me quickly about goodsgone.com before we move on to some tracks, man?
Exactly.
Oh, so that's just basically our merch store.
But you're doing more than like just hats though and shirts though. Like you got like phone covers, like you got some cool stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on there. So it's just something I started maybe a year and a half ago.
Sweet.
And
would you say that you're getting a little bit more of your dividends in hip hop through the merch versus the music, or?
You know what? The marketing side is time consuming. You know, when I first kicked it off, I tried.
You have to blast social media like daily.
Spent tons of money on ads, and then there's a lot of cats that just rip you off, bro. I got your back, bro. You know, and then they really don't. It's subpar, and so I really haven't put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, that is our merch store, and it's active, and you can get whatever you want off of there.
Well, we'll support, man. We'll cop something. You got something in the right size. I'll rock it for sure, dude.
Yeah, so I'm still working on it.
Thinks Fables. We had him on the show not too long ago, and we got some stuff from his store, and I'm rocking with it. Like today, I wear it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the
We'll hold you down.
logos we have for our group, we have some pretty bad artwork. So
Who's doing the artwork over there, man?
It's my buddy Jose. I can't think of his Instagram, but the Mighty Che.
Mighty Che.
Nice.
Yeah, he's out there on the East Coast too.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Yeah. I think the first couple albums, another person did it, but I can't think of his name. We switched to using the Mighty Che, and I might be butchering his name. But we've been using him ever since. He's all of the logos pretty much came from him.
Well, that's cool, man. That's really
Crushing goals with the weight of the sun. Is that one, man?
It has like a cartoonish.
Yeah. My man right here.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah,
I got him.
Yeah,
I got him. We'll put him in. We'll plug him.
yeah.
make sure to
We'll
share
shout him out in the comments.
Make sure to
Yeah.
share that with me too.
Yeah, I got you, dog. I got you. Here, I'll tag you in like one of his first posts, man. I got you.
That's from Conscious Asylum, man. He's a cool dude.
No, so how many heads would you say is in the Conscious Asylum that are like making music? Is it just like you, or you're like a couple of others?
Yeah, like I said, it was mostly 4 of us, but it's just sometimes like you'll see on the albums we've had people on there from Russia to Germany to just a lot of good people, and we've collaborated with other crews as well.
Yeah, man. No. It's because like we kind of have the same. I relate to a lot what you're saying because like our shared history's pretty much been like we've had a lot of people come.
Similar story.
Yeah.
The same. You know what I mean? Like it's always us, and like that's why like I dig what you're doing, man. Like and are you? I mean, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, spill the beans, man. Spill the beans.
Yeah.
Still a tea, baby. Let's go.
Project. So that we got that going on. I think we're like 4 songs in. Like
Nice.
we haven't been moving too quick like in the past, but I think we're slowing it down and trying to tighten it up and make it sound really, really clean.
Hey, that's sometimes the best thing you can do. You know what I mean? Like my Sir Puff over here, he takes his time. I'm like one after the other, but like at the end of the day, when we work together, like our shit sounds on point because it's methodical, it's thought out.
And it's good to have like a second opinion because sometimes you'll be like, oh man, you think it's good, but it's like, hey, so you got to be receptive to taking like the feedback too, like, maybe, take a couple words out or something, or,
Mm-hmm.
even all that sound ain't right, just feeding off each other's energy like that, like to sharpen each other's, skills. And
actually, I honestly feel like the best stuff that I've done has always been when me and him work together versus like our own solo projects. Like I like our solo projects, but we got our one group, and somehow the magic of working with other people is amazing in music.
Yeah.
It's one of the best parts of making music is being able to work with other people.
Definitely, I agree. Yeah, because so a lot of people, since I've been in here in Phoenix a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in LA, people were at my house like every weekend. Like there was a jam session every weekend.
Nice.
Dope.
It was just my pad was the spot. I mean, that Downfall album, we did that in like a month, like because we were just barbecuing, writing.
That's awesome. That's fun.
Jams, making the beats. I mean, it was like orchestrated right there in the house. We did that whole album like.
When it's smooth like that and it's like fun like that, like it comes out with a good product, and which you did. You know what I mean?
That was probably the first project we did. That album there was probably the first project we did where we were like almost together for that whole project.
Nice.
And you can hear it in the record. The reason why that Common Pete Rock record was so dope is it sounds like this was a session. It's like got this universal sound throughout, right? And Downfall 100% is like that in that same vein. Like it's this sound that and this message, this overall vibe from beginning to ending. You know, it doesn't just sound like a bunch of records that got tossed together.
That's what I like about Endure is that like when you have like I think the best Wu-Tang music is when it's RZA producing everybody else. When you have Method Man being produced by who knows, just any producer.
This, that, and the other.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just it's not what you're used to. It's not what the nostalgia. It's not what you want to feel. So I like when it's like Surpuff or me like producing together. Like I don't I don't try to go looking for other beats. I mean, especially now that I make my own beats, I'm not like looking for other beats.
Yeah.
When there's that consistency there, and that's what I get off this album. You know what I mean? It's like you got this.
Yeah, you guys were in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. And man, I've heard you guys mention your producers, so you guys got to be on that show, man. You guys got to.
That's what I'm saying. I got to get to. That's what I'm saying. I don't produce. I just spit. But like these two right here, like let's go. Like I'd love to hear them on that show and like do some sort of thing. Get I think it would be dope.
That would be dope. Got to get you guys on there. That would be dope.
Yeah.
So in the interim, I think it would be wise with the time allotted to listen to some of the music that you have put out here recently. Well, in the past 2 years, as it were. And we got a couple of records that you recommended up on the queue, and I thought I would take the opportunity to share it with the world here on the Rappers Corner.
Yeah,
what do you think? You think it's about? I think it's about that time. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Excited.
Yeah, I think heads are going to be about this one right here. Share screen. Look at me go. Look at me go. I don't need these tips. Get off me.
I will say this before you start playing. One of my favorite songs you didn't choose. I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean?
I felt the same way, but it's all good.
But
yeah, and that was just my personal three.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Cool. But I wanted to let you know that like one of my favorite songs is My Favorite Things. Like that's
I love that one, dog. That sample's so stupid, man.
That's a great
and like you talking about like hold on before I start sharing, dude. Like what's up with the chocolate covered scorpions, bro? Like, look, I mean, I've had bugs legit. Is this something that this is one of your favorite things? Is chocolate covered scorpions?
Hey man, so like I said, we did that album like in a very short time frame, and so Click and we went to Pismo Beach, and that's like Central California, and they have like they have a store there where they sell chocolate dip scorpions.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing, dude. I heard that and I was like, that's got to be like, because I've done it with like other bugs and stuff, like in certain street markets you can go out to. But I was like, scorpions?
Because I got a scorpion. I'm like, should I dip it in chocolate now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think I had a liquor once that had a scorpion.
Oh, yeah. They used to...
Alamari, something like that, right?
Put in tequila. That was a worm.
Yeah. That was, what was the name of the worm, dude? I used to know this by heart, dude. Mezcal and all that, right? But like, anyway. Look, let's get into the records, man. I want to play these up. Let's hit that present button one more time. I had to take it off of that because I was listening to that today. I was like, wait, what? I want to know if that's real or not. He said it's his favorite, one of his favorite. It's on favorite thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Ray.
Oh, before you play, so you rhyme then?
Oh yeah, we spit, man.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, we got to link up, man.
Yeah, the intro that I do at the beginning of every episode of the Rappers Corner, I'm the one that writes that. I do a little spit for everybody, man. Like I do a little intro, but like, we record. We just did a record here recently. There's new Johnny Warbucks coming out, man. It's been a minute, but there's stuff. We got stuff.
He's got a track on producing with Rockness Monster and
man,
from Helter Skelter, dude. Hyper Rusty Juck, Stuck Down Records. I'm excited about it, man.
So Rockness Monster sat on one of the guys in the producers corner know those guys pretty well.
That's super dope. Right. Yeah, no, they're good peoples, man.
Yeah, he sat in on one of the shows.
Dude, that's dope.
That's cool. Shout out to
big circle, small world, man. I love it.
I know, right?
Because we get all these like people connecting with people that we've connected with throughout like our shows, which is crazy. Like we did, you know, the whole Rockness and Rusty. That he's connected to it too somehow.
Yeah.
The other this is why we do what we do, man. Because we love hip hop, and I love that you're part of it, and I love that we're about to listen and get down.
See, I always seen it like in a way. I don't watch sports, right? But I always seen it in a way, not like a game, but like a sport where you take it seriously, like professionally. All these people who take it professional, like any athlete, like we're just athletes in this, so we're obviously all like on the same team, same league, playing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep. We show up in the same drafts.
I mean, there might be major leagues and minor leagues, but still.
Yeah, man. Johnny Warbucks doing Pee Wee League. It's all good, man. But we have a good time. We have a good time with it.
Yeah.
But now we in the big leagues here, man. And I think
it's not a competition, though. It's not a competition.
No. And we're here.
Love of the sport.
And we're here to celebrate MC Endure, man. And we're gonna play a record right now. This first one right here is The Purge, off of Downfall, man, out of 2022. Conscious Asylum, King Drew. Here we go. Let's listen to it, man.
Yo, I don't hear nothing.
Oh, I'm enjoying it, but nobody else is. You need help. You can't hear it.
Now
you hear it now?
You're sick.
You hear it now?
Yeah.
Well, she's sick. You walk around this town, that's sick. You ain't kidding.
My downfalls wearing my heart on my sleeve. I feel suffocated, like I can't even breathe. I don't like being around people, so I just keep my distance. It's hard to trust because everyone has their own secrets. Not everybody's looking out for your best interest. So many snakes in the grass, I can hear them hissing. You gotta learn how to pay attention. There ain't no such thing as friends when it comes down to business. You gotta stop, look, and listen from start to finish. Learn how to read people better, trust your intuition. Street raised all my life, I've been on a mission, trying to make it to the top like Mount Everest. I'm thankful for everything that I got. Every morning I wake up, I sit up and I count my blessings. Nothing's free in this world, don't get it twisted. Gotta go out and get it, no rest for the wicked.
Downfall, whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome, what keeps you holding on. Downfall, whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome, what keeps you holding on.
See, my downfall is that I love y'all. No matter how many times I was ignored, I'm aiming for the glory. Place me in my own category. Been here for a while, swear this is getting boring. Imitation is flattering. What I'm spitting be heading all the way to Saturn's rings. King Drew, I'm a king. I got the latch, I got the key. They rather see me down than see me up. They rather see me pack the heat and doing drugs. Not me, I'm not just another trend following. And Halloween, every pumpkin's all you know Halloween. Master the game, rappers, I'm following bars. They harvesting, bring off my dick. Gotta be the hardest thing. Ain't nobody hard as me. Always keep knowledge like I came with a Harvard degree. Yours truly, bitch, reigning supreme.
Downfall, whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome, what keeps you holding on. Downfall, whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome, what keeps you holding on. My environment was never hanging at the beach. My environment was strife life on the streets. After seeing the effect of the downtrodden, low self-esteem, I felt living rotten. As I got older, trained hard like a Spartan. Went missing a couple times, but never up on the garden. Cause who gives a fuck about a bottom feeder like me? But the birth of a child can turn a boy into a man. Grinding hard with my plan, highly motivated, pressing on, shaking that depression. Been put so hard, glue can't fix this rejection. Forgive my ignorance, I never liked that direction. Bloodshot eyes, stressing with hypertension, imperfections, plus things I can't even mention. Used to read about different dimensions, felt like an escape from this downfall. Whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome, what keeps you holding on. Downfall, whose stubbornness is hard-headed, egocentric, mind frame deeply embedded. To be the champion, sacrifice beheaded, be the outcome. What keeps you holding on?
I'm a bad guy.
What keeps you holding on, man?
How'd that happen? I did everything they told me to. Yeah. I helped to protect America. You should be rewarded for that. So they give it to the plastic surgeon. You know, they lied to me.
Yo.
Woo!
Oh,
Man.
Fire.
Downfall, bro, man. That one.
Yeah,
Sir Puff. Good look.
pouring
Good
our heart
looks
out
on
on that
finding.
one, man. That was dope.
Good looks on finding Endure, man. I'm glad, man. I'm glad we got him on, man. I'm glad we can. I've heard the shit.
Thank him, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
Thank you for making the music, man. For real, it's like I'm gonna bump this album like hard, man. Like,
Oh man,
It's awesome.
I really do.
appreciate that.
And I'm not one, you know, if I don't like your shit, I'm not gonna listen to your shit. I'll tell you straight up, man. But I really dig your shit. It takes me back to like a good time in my life. You know what I mean? Like listening to those beats, that whole vibe, that whole feel. And like, thank you for putting that shit out.
Same here. Thank you also from my point of view, because listening to music, that's the kind of stuff you make the stuff that I like to listen to and bump. So it's like, it sucks. I don't care for all the stuff that's out there. You know, it's like,
well, bottom line, we just really hard to keep happy when it comes to music. So if we're saying we like you is because, man, you got some skill, homie.
Yeah.
Have mad props, man.
Yeah, we love you the way you're doing. The feel, it's
a feel, like it's a vibe, right? Like that's the whole thing. Is beyond just the sound being dope. It's what you guys are rapping about. It's truth. It's honest. It's just like it's personal, and it's relatable. And I think that whether you've been in streets or in your head, like it's something that you cannot. So, I mean, Downfall is a dope one, but like these other two, like we're getting ready to hit like The Purge and Save My Soul, and these two, like, man, like you picked out like the more like serious ones, man. Like, you
and we
want to make sure you're telling somebody something.
That's why we like the conscious side comes out of it.
Yeah,
the lyrical
big time
retelling and pouring our heart out kind of stuff, and then. You know, we all feed off of each other's vibes and energy, and we take that to try to harness it to make something dope.
And I'm always
you did well done.
And I'm always like a big fan of like, you know, sonically dancing and stuff. But you're speaking clearly so that people can understand. Like you don't do any gymnastics here. This is you, without being too preachy too, right? Like it's not over the top.
That's
but
true.
you get up there, you have something to say, you say it, and you dip out. And I just I don't know, I dig it a lot.
Man, appreciate that.
Yes, sir, absolutely, guys. We want to keep it going and listen to a couple other records while we still have time on the clock. And I clicked on The Purge last time, but something happened, so we're gonna try that again, man. I want to hear The Purge, man. Here we go. What does it say right here? Purge, I see it. We sharing? Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
Welcome to Los Angeles, super city of the future, metropolis of Southern California.
Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been on the block, man, it's been a cool minute. Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been off the block, man, it's been a cool minute.
Welcome to SoCal, the place where some can't visit. Potholes the size of swimming pools. Politicians pocketing like cash while these streets covered in trash. Fuck those motherfuckers, it's time for payback. Watch VHS tapes of those atrocities if you wanna see that playback. Been going on for decades. I stay sharp like the edge of my Ragnar blade. My roots are born in Torrance Memorial. Crescent into this hole of dysfunction. Let this be an interruption. A pause for a station identification. I guess we need that vaccination for some verification. Speak so soft while I raise my voice for the oppressed. I know I don't rhyme all the time, motherfucker wasn't trying to. Our moment is here, only a few. King Drew and C8, we coming through, yo.
Don't Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been off the block, man, it's been a cool minute. Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been off the block, man, it's been a cool minute.
Been one hell of a ride, I had one hell of a time. Honestly, I'm lucky I made it out alive. Every morning I wake up, I go to work and I grind. Same shit, different day, working 5 to 5. They call me slick motherfucker, yes, I'm still breathing, that's crazy. Considering all the shit that I've been in, I'm just coolin'. Fuck it, homie, I ain't tripping. I'm still making money, player. What's the difference? I ain't gotta worry about no police. No more slinging bags to them dope fiends. I can roll around strapped, man, this shit feels good. Try to tell the little homie, wish he understood. There's more to life than getting high and selling dope in the hood. He had a baby on the way, he never even seen him once. He just turned his cheek and went back to the streets. Next week they shot him dead in the driver's seat. Real.
Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been off the block, man, it's been a cool minute. Don't go there, I'm from a place you can't visit. Took a few L's, but your boy still winning. Seen a glimpse of hell, no different how I'm living. Ain't been off the block, man, it's been a cool minute.
Welcome to Los Angeles, super city of the future, the metropolis of Southern California.
I dig that shit,
Yo,
man.
yo.
Hey, someone mentioned the piano. Bams was playing that live.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just he was just going.
Wow. So that was his instrumentation.
Yeah, he was not a sample. He was actually
that's real nice, man. That's real nice.
Yeah, I dug that, man.
Kind of felt like you were in a saloon or something, man.
Right. So I have a track on it's a party over here. It's called War Syllables, and it's God. It reminds me of that like what you just said, that like saloony like piano vibe, but it's gritty and grimy. And you're talking some shit. Once again, your boy was on this story about the homie that ended up shot in the car after like having a kid and just bing like.
Yes.
And he's like, for real, it's cold. It's cold. Yeah. It's a cold record. That's a cold record.
He's really good, like getting super detailed in his descriptions of his stories.
And so few words too. Like, I mean, again, when I tell stories, it's like like I'm like filling all the lines up. All the bars are chock full of stuff, man. But you guys
keep it down. I'm the voice of the oppressed. I fucks with that.
Shit. The whole thing about the politicians and the payback and just
And the the potholes the size of swimming pools. The pothole blew out my tire, so I was pissed.
Oh man, that's so funny. So many of the bars, like you don't realize it until you're talking to somebody. Like it just sounds like a line, like you know, it's a line, you know, but it always stems from something, right? And I'm with you, man. Yeah, I'm with it. I love it.
I dig that, and so far so good, man. Keep
yeah. So we're gonna get down again into some deeper substance here. We're gonna do Save My Soul here, and man, this one right here, guys.
Yeah, before we start this one,
yeah.
You know, my buddy Drew passed away, and it just, if you listen to his lyrics, it's kind of crazy. It trips me, you know.
All right. We're gonna pay attention. We're gonna lock in on this one, guys. This is Save My Soul off Downfall. Conscious Silent, King Drew. Let's go.
Almighty God has control. Mother and father can't save my soul.
This sample roll.
Yeah, Mr. Slick. Dear Lord, I really hope it's not too late to ask for forgiveness for my mistakes. I've been through so much, it only made me stronger. I'm just trying to be a better father. I wish I knew then what I know now. Should've stayed in school, instead I dropped out. Locked behind bars, I was just a child. I didn't understand, I was hurting myself. I could've said no, but I said yes. Every decision came with the consequence. Firstborn son, my mama still praying. Got all of this doubt in my heart, I'm just saying it's hard to believe in what you can't see and watch other people take it to the extreme. I just wanna feel what they feel so I know, but since I don't, does that mean I can't go to heaven? I'm begging God, please save my soul.
Mother and father can't save my soul.
Save my soul, but who can we pray to when the cheek gets turned and we're left with reckless elites who constantly defeat any glimpse of hope? Hard for us to cope, raised to believe that nothing is free except for the jab, which is contradictory to me. I know most of the world don't agree. Nothing but death, destruction surrounding the streets, and everyone acts like nothing is happening. It's maddening why your ego is fattening. Gambling with your soul, jet high to the sky, but don't think I'm an asshole. I just call it like it is. Why you so-called solid ones be faking the beers? I can see a snake in uniform, talking with the ears, chop the head off, never falling for that rat trap. Everyone is ready to blast back. Blues got your back like a backpack. My people do, so you better stand back. When I was slipping, Big Steve was there to slap me back on track. Yo.
Mother and father can't save my soul. Almighty God has control. Mother and father can't save my soul.
Truth be told, my soul's far from redemption. I can't be saved, not even redirected. I'm going down one direction. It ain't heaven, so it's hell. Evil thoughts stuck in my mind where they dwell. Please don't try to save me. I've been this way since a baby. Take me out the hood. Still there ain't no difference. My world's corrupted, so I'm focused on my dividends. Pastor tried to take me to church, told him I ain't talked to God in 20-something years. Every time I prayed, it was like God didn't hear my prayers, turned to whispers, but my voice had no ears. Woo. Tell me, what was I supposed to do? If this is God's love, then His wrath must be cruel. Took a few good ones, but spared my life a few. I done see my life flash when I thought I was through.
Almighty God has control. Mother and father can't save our soul. Almighty God has control. Mother and father can't save our soul.
Oh my God, yo. My God.
Living with Crohn's disease.
Oh my God, Crohn's disease.
Yo, dog. You said to check out your boy's verse, which I did, which was amazing, and it kind of put me in the place. Even though I never met him, but I can tell he was a good guy.
Oh yeah.
But all your verses, like each verse was on point. I mean, you know, like man, this album's amazing. I gotta give it 10.
Very
10
good.
10 salutes, man.
Oh man.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Like I said, every record on here is just with such purpose, man. But like, yeah, it's like chilling.
Yeah, I'm all like trying to think like which one's my favorite, but like they're all equally.
But like, I mean, with the context though that Endur's given us, man, the last one, it's just like it's so troubling, you know, like, oh God, it's something.
You know, for me, it's inspiring to see homie doing the grind and putting in the work and making good quality music like this that I resonate with
Yeah,
personally.
100%, man.
It's
100%.
inspiring because then it makes me want to go make more music and not feel like I'm the only one alone out here. This other people like doing this. There's homies out there. Like it's exciting that way.
But wants me to refocus my energy on tracks that aren't about punches and stuff like that. Like I want to rap about something. You know what I mean? And that's what you're doing, dude. Like,
all right, peace out. I'm gonna go write and rap and make some music. Peace out, guys. Peace.
Yeah, me too. Like, all right, thanks, MC Indoor. I gotta go.
I got one more verse for this one joint, man. I think that this is.
I wouldn't be me without my people around me. It's all my people, man. It's
amen, brother. Amen, man. I rock with it.
Is strong. I mean, we all got our lives and things that happen, and but we pull each other through like these hard times and things like that happen, and lift each other up when we're down, and you know, just stay strong like that. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah, yes, sir. Amen, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
We're your people as well too now, man.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah.
And man, I want to hear you guys' beat on Saturday, man.
Let's go. I'm ready for it next week, man. I want to hear it, dog. Y'all tag me in when you get live, man.
All right.
I'll be there with it, dude. I'll be supporting it. I just love it, man. It's really, really dope what you're doing right now, man.
So my brother MC Ndua, is there anything else you like to share with the peoples?
Any last words?
No, I just like to give a shout out to you guys. I mean, I've hardly ever done any of these interviews, so thank you for inviting me on.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely.
I'm very humbled and honored that you guys did that for me. And just want to give
good show.
First of all to you guys, to a couple friends and other groups, Enoch's Music, Drodians, for sure. We've been rocking with them for a long time. Shout out to them. And shout out to the Producers Corner, man. We were trying to get a movement going on for producers and stuff. So maybe we could start getting the more producers, the better. I mean, that's another thing. Like, I think my beat making skills have improved so much since like hearing what other people could do with similar sounds and stuff like that. So
yeah, very cool.
No, it's always a learning process. I would love to hear other people's.
And another thing is, if you get stuck, someone knows the answer, you know?
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. So we'll have all the links in the descriptions below.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
And Johnny?
With that, yes, sir. Once again, we appreciate everyone rocking with us here at the Rappers Corner. So please, please, please like, subscribe, comment, share the content with other hip-hop heads in your life. Follow us right here on YouTube and check our content out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. Please follow and support us individually at Johnny Warbucks, at Sir Puffalot, at KRed_from_the Rappers Corner. Please support the artist. All right. You can find MC Indoor's music via social media, video sites, including at MC_Indoor, ENDURE on Instagram, and MC Indoor on YouTube. Peak Conscious Asylum over on Spotify right now. Videos also available for audio on YouTube. Head over to goodsgone.com. Cop your Conscious Asylum gear today. All right, the gear is hot, from hats, shirts, phone covers, you name it, man. Peep at Mighty Shay on Instagram for some of that artwork that he's been putting out for us, man. Another quick shout out once again to Enoch Drodian's Producers Corner sample challenges every Saturday on YouTube. Come out there and check out those challenges, man. If you are a beat maker and you wanna be heard among the herd, that word. Let's do it. This is Johnny Warbucks here with Sir Puffalot and Collision the Copperhead. This has been the Rappers Corner. All right, we're glad to have had MC Indoor on the show, and thanks for coming through. Let's definitely do it again sometimes, yo fam. We out here. What?
Yeah, man. I would love to,
mad respect.
I'd love to eventually do some music with you, man, too, man.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Thank you for coming, man.
Let's get it, baby.
Yo,
we'll be in touch, bro. Thanks again for your time.
Peace. We out.
Enjoy your day, Sunday.
Dude, peace.
Peace. Bye.